Just thinking about what this cop said earlier tonight. He was like, "You're wasting my time." But like, he didn't have to pull me over. Like, in hindsight, I shouldn't have honked at him. But I was just tired of seeing the cops all night. Every night. So I was like, I just honked at him as I drove by him, you know? I talked about it on my last live stream. But like, he didn't have to pull me over. But then he's like, "You're wasting my time and you're harassing me," and all this shit. Whoa. They're in a dim headlight 77 car. And it was a silver car, and I just saw another silver car a minute ago. And then what's gonna happen? Is this dim headlight 77 car gonna do anything else? Oh, nothing happened when it turned. Yeah, this cop was like, "You're wasting my time." Like, he didn't have to pull me over. Well, no cars in sight anywhere. But then when I start walking, what's gonna happen? Let's see. Is this that same cat from earlier? Is this that gang stalker cat? I don't know. He starts scratching himself right as I start walking. Probably a gang stalker cat. Well, there's what is it? Silver. was a little bit before the door. Like he was going around that corner, like right as I was walking up to the door, pretty much. Like right before it, and then here's a white car right here. There's a white car right there. There's a cop, or, oh, it's a silver. Thought it was a cop. There's a silver car right there, and a white car right there, and a silver car with the door. I just start walking, and there's cars on the street all of a sudden. I just start walking, and there's cars on the street all of a sudden. There's no more cars on the street again. And then when I get to the intersection, there's gonna be cars on the street all of a sudden. I'm almost there. They might do something before that too, but you know, probably right when I get to the intersection, there's just gonna be cars on the street all of a sudden. Well, I saw one car that looked kind of regular. So there went one regular car, and then every other car is gonna not be regular. It's like every other video. It's gonna be one or two regular cars maybe, and then there's gonna be a bunch of synchronized cars throughout the entire video. There's a car driving out right as I get to the street. Alright, just one car. I'm in Nebraska. Well, there just went one car right when I got to the street, and it was probably a gang stalker, but alright, just one car. But then, it's not over though. Just because there's no gang stalkers right now doesn't mean there's not going to be gang stalkers in a minute. There's a lot of intersections and corners ahead to gang stalk at, and they're going to gang stalk me at them. Because they have to gang stalk me. Because it's just, I don't know, it's just what they gotta do for whatever reason. People are like, why are they targeting you? I'm like, I don't even know. I don't have any idea. I mean, I got an idea, but I don't know for sure. And nobody can tell me. So I don't know. Just whatever reason, they gotta do it. They just have to do it. They gotta do it multiple times even sometimes. Like there's just this white SUV that drove by me today, and then I turned the corner and then he turns the corner and drives by me at another point. He just had to do it again when he drove by me again. Well, I'm crossing a street and I don't see any gang stalkers. Wow. There wasn't a whole lot on the last video either, but you know, they're still out here and they're gonna meet me at this light probably. Like, usually, no matter what time of the night it is, right when I walk through this light, there's a gang stalker. Like, there's just certain intersections where they gotta gang stalk me. And this is one of those intersections. Like, there's just probably gonna be a gang stalker right there. It might be driving by really far away from me or something, but there's probably gonna be a gang stalker right at this light. Or just a cop pulling out of the parking lot behind me right at the light, pointing his headlights at me right as I walk up to the corner or something like that. I was hearing a truck backing up, beeping sound. Just really quiet, subtle, really far away, you know? And it just stops right as I got across the street. And it probably started right when I got to the street. I didn't hear where it started. But it just stopped right as I got across the street. And I heard it and I was like, it's probably gonna stop right when I get across the street. And then it stopped right at the crosswalk right when I got across the street. You probably can't even hear it on the video because it's so quiet. But that just happened. And this is probably a robot DARPA bird coming over to stare at me with a camera. And there's this robin outside of my apartment building that's just always in the same place chirping at me when I come outside. And it seems to be chirping at me synchronized. It just seems that way, I don't know. Is this car gonna turn right now, right when I get across the street? Wow, I didn't see that coming. I didn't know that's exactly what was gonna happen. Just kidding, I did. Oh, another boring video tonight, but that was a gang stalker turning way over there right when I got across the street. And that was probably a gang stalker behind me right now in a silver car. Right here, you know. That's probably a silver gang stalker. And then there's another car turning at the corner of the building. It just seems like a lot of gang stalker cars turning in the distance right now. And there's that one video the other night where they were just doing that the whole video. Like, just like that, what that car, those two cars over there just did. They were just doing that the entire video. Like, I don't think there was like one car that came up close to me, like at this intersection, turned right in front of me. But like all the other cars were just far away, but they were gang stalking me far away. They were. Weirdos. What's this car gonna do? That might be another normal car. So that's two normal cars. Or like maybe three, probably just two. Or maybe zero, I don't know. You know, they might be gang stalker cars, I don't know, but what's gonna happen right when I cross the street? Anything? Oh, there's a car driving out right at the center of the street. Another silver car. This is right at the center of the street. Another car is pulled up and it's gonna drive out like a gang stalker, probably. Alright. I don't know. I don't know. So I'm just gonna assume that was a regular car, so that's three regular cars. It was probably a gang stalker, though. I just heard some type of noise over there right as I stepped on the street. You know, probably when I get up here, up to Norfolk Avenue, or you know, downtown up here, there's gonna be more gang stalkers, like more frequently. There's just gonna be less of them through here, and there's gonna be a few more of them up there, just a few more. But there's probably gonna be a few more up there. Just like every other intersection, there's gonna be gang stalkers probably, or whatever. Or like in between somewhere at a crosswalk or something. Oh, there's a state trooper turning right at the corner of the police station. Right at the corner of the police station building. There goes the state trooper gang stalking me. This is so random though, like you don't know when it's gonna be. It's just right at the corner of the police station. Just a car turning behind me right there. Like you don't know if it's gonna be here or both or none, or it's not gonna be until the next intersection. And you don't know if it's gonna be a sound effect or a car driving by or someone walking by. Like someone just might walk out all of a sudden right now. I think it might be someone walking out here and someone walking out here at the same time. Or just whatever, you know? It just might be. You just don't know. It just might be a helicopter flying directly over my head all of a sudden. You just don't know what it's gonna be. It just might be a train horn right here all of a sudden. You just don't know. You know, or it just might be nothing until the intersection after this one or something. But something's gonna happen again at some point. And that's why I like to record long videos, because something is gonna happen again at some point. And it's gonna be really obvious when it does. And I'm gonna make a clip of it and post a 30-second video of it. Then it's just gonna happen over and over throughout the video. You know? But not right now. Not yet. Not yet. Even though they are out here. Like, there are people out here waiting to gang stalk. Here goes. Dang, I was trying to turn the camera around. Well, there's a black car driving in front of me. Right here where they always drive by, you know. There's just a black car driving in front of me right there. What's the next thing that's gonna happen? When's it gonna happen? I don't know. Like, I didn't see that coming, you know? I didn't see that black car coming right there, but it was just a black car right there. And it was probably a gang stalker car right there, because that's the place where they always drive by. And there's just no other cars on the street, and there's just a car right there. So it's just like, dang, just a black car right there. And then there's just nothing again. And then right when I get to this intersection, there might just be a car all of a sudden. There's a car, like, a little bit. It's like he's going around the corner right when I get here. Right here at the corner. He's going around the corner right when I get to the intersection. And it was another black car. It's just, you just keep watching the video and things will happen. Just sit back, just watch. If you fall asleep, just wake up, rewind it, and watch it again, and you're gonna see something happen. This is just a loud car coming behind me. He's probably gonna drive by me right at a gang stalker moment. He's starting to drive loudly again right at the crosswalk. And he's turning at the door. And then he's gonna rev his engine again, synchronized. Oh, he's gonna turn right at the corner. He's gonna turn into the alley right at the corner of the building. Oh, he came around to the ATM. Is he gonna drive by me again, getting stalkered up? Like he's probably gonna meet me at this intersection or something. He's gonna drive out at the harbor bar and then he's gonna meet me at the intersection. Is that what's gonna happen? No? Alright, he didn't drive out at the harbor bar. He's gonna drive out right now? Huh? Dang, where's all the gang stalkers at? Wow, I'm not being gang stalked by gang stalking terrorists right now. This is crazy. I can just walk around and not get gang stalked right now. There's a white truck, corner of the building. Or I think it might have been a silver truck, but it was a gang stalker truck at the corner of the building. Then there's another car driving out at the other gang stalker point. at this place where they always drive by. It's driving out, and it's gonna drive by me gang stalkered up. Is it? Is it gonna drive by me gang stalkered up? Kinda. It's kinda right there at the corner. I just heard a car door close right now. I don't know where it's at. Oh, is it this car? Is it this gang stalker truck that I always see gang stalking? He just starts walking back to the truck right as I cross the street. Then the truck is gonna take off right when I get across the street. Or is it gonna be right now? What's gonna happen? All right. Well, these lights on this white car just turned on. He's driving out. There's another car pulling up to the intersection right now, and he's driving out the corner of the building in the white car. What's this car? What's this car driving by at the gang stalker spot? Just a silver car. Driving by at a place where they always drive by. What's this car gonna be, a gang stalker? I don't know, it's turning in front of me at that corner. This corner here. And this truck is coming. And then this truck is starting right now as this truck's pulling up. Look at these gang stalkers, dude. Look at these gang stalkers at the corners of buildings, the corners of the parking lot entrance. Let's go over Gang Stalk Bridge and see what gang stalkers gang stalk me on the bridge, like they always do when I go over the bridge. No matter what time of night it is, if I go over the bridge, they gotta gang stalk me. And they might not do it when I go over the bridge, but they'll probably do it when I come back over the bridge if they don't do it when I go over the bridge. They'll do it when I come back the other way. 9 times out of 10, they just gotta do it when I go over the bridge. They're like, oh, he's going over the bridge. I have to synchronize. I don't know why, but just every time you go over a bridge, I have to synchronize on you. I'm just hearing the loud motorcycle sounds behind me at the edge of the river. And I see a guy on a bike coming up, and he's probably got a red shirt on. Oh, he's walking, he's not on a bike. Alright. Well, I'm hearing the loud motorcycle sounds again, and it seems like a gang stalker. Oh, this guy is just turning right here. Like, just seems a little gang stalkered up. And I'm just hearing that loud engine again, right as I start walking. Wait for it. Wait for it. Here comes a telelift. You know, he's just gonna pull up to the street right when I get to the end of the bridge or something. Yeah, he's just gonna pull up to the street, right? Or he's gonna point his headlights at me right when I get to the end of the bridge. And this car is coming. He's probably a gang stalker right after the telelift park. He's coming up to the intersection. And then he's gonna drive by me like a gang stalker at the corner of a building. In this corner. Just a blue car. Oh, the telelift starts driving again. Oh, it stopped? Okay. Well, this guy is getting out of this car, and he's probably a gang stalker. The car starts right here. They just get in the car, and it starts right there. And then it's gonna take off next to me or something. They're gonna do gang stalker things. Oh, the lights on the car just turned on right at the corner of Hy-Vee. And then it's taking off and it's pointing its lights at me right at the corner. And then I thought the telelift started to drive again. Well, what's gonna happen gang stalkered up next? He took out on the street at that corner. And here comes another car. And it's driving by right here, and it's another silver car right there. And it's like a tan car, I guess. It's just another car right there, though. And no cars on the street. And just a car right there, both times I walk by right there. And here comes another car right as I'm coming up to the intersection. And here comes another car right as I'm coming up to the intersection. And that's I don't know what color that car was, but that's a gray car. It's probably two gray cars. I didn't see what the other car was really, but there's just no cars again. There's just two cars right as I come up to the intersection. And then there's no more cars again. And then these cars are gonna take off right when they get across the street, probably. No? No. Alright. Just keep walking up the street, and then another blatantly obvious thing will happen again. It just happened 5 seconds ago, but then, you know, it might not happen again for another 5 minutes. Probably not that long, but like 2 minutes, you know. You know, I might just hear sound effects for the next 5 minutes or something. But then there's going to be really obvious things happening again. And it's just always really obvious when I walk around late at night because there's no cars on the street. And then I get to an intersection and there's just cars on the street all of a sudden. He's pretty much right at that corner. It's another silver car. And then there's 0 cars. And then I cross the street. Nothing. It's funny too, like I said, they're out here, you know, and like they do more blatant things when I'm not recording. So like after the last video, like I wasn't seeing gang stalkers pretty much the whole video, like here and there occasionally. But then after I stop recording, there's just a bunch of cars like doing weird, creepy things, pulling up slowly to the intersection, like just being really obvious and creepy. And then like the other day, this car, like I was just walking by this parking lot and this car just drives out in front of me really fast. Like drives through the parking lot really fast and right up in front of me, like right in front of me, you know? They just do things like that when I'm not recording. Not all the time, but you know, when I'm not recording, they put on a show. Well, I think this is a cop coming up the street. Or whatever type of bright headlight car it is gonna gang stalk me. Sometimes I think they just have their high beams on. Like when I'm on deliveries, there'll just be cars with their fucking high beams on, dude. I swear. Like, turn down your lights. Well, there's just a white car going into the alley right now. I don't know about these cars. I don't know, man. Those might have been some regular cars, but probably not. They didn't really look synchronized, though. But what's this gonna be? A synchro bot? Are these unsynchronized synchro bots or what? They're not really synchronizing right now. Those kind of look like some gang stalkers. There's someone crossing the street right as I walk up to it. He's like going around the corner right at the center of the street. And there's just a car turning right when I got across the street, and I think it was a white car. It was just way down the street. And it was gang stalking me way down the street, I think. Alright, let's sit on this bench and see what happens. Just a car driving out right as I sit down. And there's just no other cars on the street, so it's just a car driving out right after I sit down. So, just a silver car driving out right after I sit down. And I've been seeing a lot of synchronized silver cars tonight. Just was a silver car driving out right after I sat down. And now there's no more cars on the street again. And 2 plus 2 equals 4. Last time I checked, 2 plus 2 is 4. Right? Where's the gang stalkers? I'm gonna go to sleep. Wake me up when the gang stalkers get here. Set off a siren. And drive around town with it. No cars. No cars. Alright, here comes a car. Here comes a car. Is it gonna be a car or a gang stalk car? Is it just gonna be a regular guy in a car driving by regular like a regular person? Or is it gonna be a stalker stalking like a weirdo? What's it gonna be? Well, this car just pulled up. So, it's just two cars pulling up same time. It's just two cars pulling up at the same time. That's all. There's just no cars on the street, and there's just two cars pulling up at the same time. That's all. From different directions. It's just two cars pulling up to the same intersection from different directions at the same time. And there's no more cars on the street again. Just like there was before, the two cars that pulled up to the intersection right at the same time. And now there's no more cars on the street again for a few minutes. And then there's gonna be two more cars at the exact same time. Or something really obvious like that. Here comes a car. And I think there's another car coming up at the exact same time. I think another car's. Well, there's another car driving by over there at the exact same time. I didn't see what it was. But I thought I saw another car pulling up at this intersection. All right. Well, right as that car pulled up over here, there was a car over there at the exact same time. And then nothing else for a minute. And then two more cars at the exact same time. Or something really obvious like that is gonna happen repetitively on a loop. Continuously, nonstop. All day, every day. All night, every night. Constantly. Day after day, night after night, year after year. Over and over. Constantly. But not right at this second. Right at this second. I'm just chilling. The gang stalkers are just chilling. So I'm chilling. I'm chilling. I'm asleep. But then, if I get up and start walking, they have to do it. They just have to do it when I get up and start walking. It's just the rules of the gang stalk games. They just have to do it. I thought I heard a car pulling up over there. Thought I heard a car over there. Sounds like there's a car over there. What? Oh, is this a white van that just pulled up? He probably pulled up right when I got across the street. I was looking over to the left, but that white van probably pulled up right when I got across the street. And just, like I said, they have to do it when I start walking. And then they might not do it for a minute again, but they just had to send a white van right when I stood up and started walking. They just had to do it right there. But then they might not do it for a minute. But then they gotta do it again at some point. They just have to do it. They can't not do it ever again. They just have to do it at some point again. Some point soon. In the near future, not too far off, they're gonna do it again. I swear I heard a car door close behind me right there or something. I don't know. Maybe I was just hearing things there. I don't know where the gang stalkers are right now, but this light's gonna gang stalk me again like he always does. He's a fucking asshole. There he goes, right there. It was pretty much right at the corner of the building. It was a little bit before it. It was probably synchronizing with me talking about it more than anything, you know. It always does that too. It'll just turn off right as I say it. It's gonna turn on again right when I get across the street or something. There was just a loud car driving by right over there at the light over there, and I saw another car drive by over there right after that, and I don't see any more cars over there, you know. It was just right there. The light just turned on, like, you know, I'm pretty much at the center of the street when I turned it on. And I just saw another car drive by over there, and he probably would have drove by right here if I would have kept walking. I just saw a white car over there. I don't know if that was a gang stalker. I'm just seeing a car drive out over there right now with really bright headlights. He's just turning out on the street right here. And the light just turned off again. And it's probably gang stalking me again. You know, it's just the light turning on and off. It just turns on and off randomly. It's just certain lights around town that just turn on and off randomly, constantly, all the time. And then it just happens to be synchronizing with me if I'm walking. And it synchronizes with cars driving by it, with white cars driving by it. And cop cars driving by it. Well, is this car gonna drive by me right at the alley with the bright headlights that turned out on the street synchronized? Yep, it is. And it's white. And he's got a red shirt on. And there's another car coming up, and it's probably gonna be a gang stalker too. And it's probably gonna be white too. Oh, I didn't see what it was. It was probably turning right there. And it was probably white. Cross the street and nothing happened. Well, what should I do? Should I go over by the police station and see if they do anything? They didn't. Did I do it yet on this video? I don't think I did. They didn't do anything on the last video. Well, I saw a cop going into the parking lot, but he didn't synchronize anything. So it was like I saw a cop, but he wasn't gang stalking me for once. It was like the first time that I've ever seen a cop that's not gang stalking me, as far as I could tell. So let's go walk by there and see if they gang stalk me right when I walk by there, or right when I go through the intersection or something. And then, like, right before I started this video, there's a cop car with its headlights on, and then they turned off right as I sat down on the bench. So that happened right before I started this video. Here's this cat again. I saw a car way down the street that I think was gang stalking right at the corner of the building. You know, they just do really subtle things. And then they also do really blatant things. I saw another car way down the street that I would think was gang stalking me. Well, I don't know. Let's walk up to this intersection. See what happens. If I walk up to this intersection, am I gonna see gang stalkers? up to this light, is there gonna be gang stalkers right there when I get there? Probably. Like, there's this car right at the door. He's just pulling up right at the door. And then he's gonna drive in front of me right when I get here. Right when I get here. And then like, he's going through the train tracks, you know, hits the brakes to slow down right at the center of the street, or like right as I walk behind the car, and then takes the foot off the brakes right at the center line of the street, and then goes through the intersection right as I get across the street. You know, just syncing up with me multiple times, like 5 times. You know, and then like I always look down the alleys when I walk by, and like sometimes I'll just see someone walking by. Or, like, I didn't that time, but I'm just saying, like, I always look over because like you just might see someone walking. Just walking a dog or riding a bike out or whatever. There's just a red car over that intersection right now, you know, and the light turned green right when I got here. So, and then that light just turned on. This light. Is there gonna be a gang stalker meeting me right at this intersection again, like there was just 10 seconds ago? There's a car driving out right as I get to the alley. Car driving out right as I get to the alley. It's like backing up, taking out on the street, and it's gonna pull up to the intersection right when I get there, probably. Oh, it's gonna turn right here. It's gonna turn right here. There's a car pulling up to that intersection right as I get to this intersection. turning, and it's a white SUV. It's turning at the center line of the street. Well, there was a gang stalker right at the street, like I just said there would be. And now there's no other cars again. What's up, Joe Mama? Are you a troll? He says, any info on Skynet calculators? That seems like a troll comment. Are you a troll? Like, what do you mean, any info? Like, what do you mean? Elaborate. Well, is anything gonna happen blatantly obvious at this intersection or not? Here it comes. I'm approaching the intersection. This is a very popular time to gang stalk me. So it's probably gonna happen right here. And then, you know, they might not, but then they'll do it right at the bank corner right after the intersection or something. Here comes a car right now. And he has a red shirt on. And now there's no more cars again. Oh, I saw another car way down the street. Okay, now there's no more cars again. Just like before, I crossed the intersection. And then when I cross this intersection, there might just be more cars again all of a sudden. After there was no cars all the way up the block. It's kind of funny how that works out. Ha! That's so funny. Schizophrenia. Well, here comes some cars. Are they gonna meet me right at the intersection? Well, that one car turned, I think it was right at that door where they always gang stalk me. And then this one is meeting me right at the intersection. And it's white. And it's a little bit before the intersection. Oh, it's right at the corner of the building, though. Right at the corner of the building, right before the intersection with the white car. And then no more cars again. And then there's gonna be another car at this intersection after there was no cars up the whole block. or at some point, like right now, like, you know, is probably a gang stalker. I don't know. That's probably a gang stalker. Car coming behind me is gonna gang stalk me. There's a car coming in front of me. One of these cars is gonna gang stalk me at least. It's gonna be right at this intersection. Oh, this car's turning. Oh no, it is coming this way. Is it? I don't know. It's got really bright headlights though, so it's probably a gang stalker. Alright, it is turning. Right at the corner of the building. Well, there went another car right at the corner of the building right as I'm approaching an intersection. I don't know about the car behind me, what he was doing. But that car was a gang stalker in front of me. And then there's no more cars on the street again. Anywhere. In front of or behind me. Or to the side of me. And then there's gonna be cars again right when I get to the intersection. And 2 + 2 = 4. And no cars on the street plus intersection plus cars on the street equals gang stalker. There's just no cars. And then right when I get to this intersection, there's gonna be cars. And it's just really obvious. Like, how do you not get that? Like, dude, open your eyeballs. There's a car. There's a car driving out on the street and another car coming and another car driving out on the street at the corner of the building. And there's just this car coming up with really bright headlights right now. I think it's a cop. Let's cross the street. Is he gonna pull up right when I get across the street? It's not right when I get across the street, but the light's gonna turn green right when I get across the street, and then he's gonna start driving right when I get across the street. That one's turning behind me as he drives by me, and they're both black. And then there's just another car way up the street I think was gang stalking. Oh, it's driving up the street. I think it's a white car. I think it's a whitey, and he's coming to whitey me with his whitey car with the really bright death ray headlights. There's another car coming behind me, and they're gonna drive by me simultaneously, high-fiving each other. Are they? No, maybe not. But it is a whitey, and it's right at the corner of a building. white SUV right at the corner of the building. That truck's turning behind me right there. And then the white SUV is turning behind me right there. They're gang stalking. And there's just, I think this car just turned right now. Those taillights over there, I think he just turned right now. And then this car is pulling up. And it's gonna gang stalk me probably. And I don't know if it's gang stalking me. It probably is right when I get across the street, you know. Like he's already driving up the street, so you know, maybe it's just a coincidence. Maybe it's just I just happen to start walking right at the time where he gets there right when I get across the street, but probably not, you know. He's probably syncing up with me like a synchro bot. That's just what he was doing. He's just told by a AI network to sync on me right when I get across the street. This is what it is. I don't know. Well, y'all saw all those intersections before this one. Is this intersection going to be the same exact thing again? There's going to be no cars on the street, and then right when I go through the intersection, there's going to be a car on the street. Just like the last however many intersections, like 10. How many intersections has it been? There's just a car honking right now. Hear that car honking? It's gonna stop synchronized. Oh, it stopped like at the center line of the street. So that was the gang stalker for that street. It was just a car honking, just laying on his horn until I get to the center line of the street and starting at the corner of the bank. That was the gang stalker for that street. And then there's gonna be a gang stalker to this street. What type of gang stalkers are gonna be at this street? Just never know. It's gonna be some type of random mystery box gang stalker. But it's gonna be right there at the street, I bet. Or right at the corner of the bank before the street or something. Here comes the intersection. There's the one video where I just walk up to this intersection. There's just a cop driving out of the alley right here. There's just a car that's pulling up to that intersection. He's getting up to it right when I get across the street. What is it, a whitey? What's it gonna be? What type of car is it? Silver? Alright. Well, I was just pulling up to that intersection right when I got across the street. And there's just no other cars anywhere in sight, anywhere at all. So, you know, I just crossed the street and there's just a car again right when I cross the street. Just pulling up to the intersection right at that moment. And then what's gonna happen right at this street? I'm hearing sound effects right there. What type of sounds was that? I'm probably gonna find out right when I get to the street. It's gonna be some type of truck or something. A garbage truck or something. I don't know what it is over there. But it's gonna be a gang stalker gang stalking me right when I get to the street probably. I'm gonna see what it is right when I get there. Like he started to make some noises there. It's like really subtle noises. I think it's a garbage truck. It's not a garbage truck, but it is white. And then he's gonna do synchro things when I walk by. Just hops off of the forklift right as I walk behind it, you know. Yeah, no. And just making synchronized forklift sounds right at the place where the gang stalkers always drive by. And then just driving out right in front of me and then just getting off of the forklift right as I walk behind it. And there's a car driving behind me. What was it? I don't know. Was it at the corner of that building probably? It was probably a gang stalker. Here's a street. There's a street up here. Just hold on, there's a street up here. There might just be a car just right there when I get there. You know. Just nothing, 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 and then bam. You know, or there'll just be a car way up the street, turning out on the street, and then it'll drive up to me right at an intersection when I walk up the street. All right, nothing right there. No gang stalkers. Thank God. Are they gonna gang stalk me at this intersection? There's a car pulling up to that intersection right as I get to this intersection. And parking right as I get. Oh, he's not parking? What is he doing? Gang stalking? What was that? That looked like some type of gang stalk maneuver. What was that? Oh, this car just pulled up with a dim headlight. Like the right. And you can kind of see there, it's dim headlight. This headlight is dim headlight. I think it's a white car. I think this car just turned out on the street. Yeah, it's a white car. And it's driving by right at the center of the street. With a dim headlight. It was pulling up to that intersection right when I got across the street. And this car is driving right when I get across the street. It's just sitting at the stop sign. And it starts driving with his loud ass engine right when I get across the street. Huh. I'm starting to think I'm being gang stalked. Oh, he's turning right at the center of the street. Oh, I don't know about you guys, but I think I'm being gang stalked. I don't know, just a hunch. Just go look at all the. See, how many videos do I have now? Go look at all the videos. The millions of hours of videos that I have. You know, this is a pretty boring video by comparison, compared to most of the videos. Just go look at all the videos. And the same thing is happening on all the videos. And I'm being gang stalked. Clear as day. And it's preposterous to say that I'm not. This car just turned out right at the corner of the building. It's another silver car. And like, I don't know how many of these cars over here gang stalking. Seen a few cars over there. Well, this white truck is driving out right as I get to the street. He's gang stalking. And I think this is probably a white truck. It might be that same white truck that I saw. They just pulled up right when I got to the street. And then it's pulling up to this intersection right here. You know. You know. You know. You know. Okay, it's not really driving by perfectly at a corner. But, you know, it's that same truck that I saw with the forklift, you know. And it's just syncing up perfectly at all the other points. He's a gang stalker. That's a gang stalker. And then here's the intersection again. There's a car meeting me right at the other side of the street, like a robot. Right here at the other side of the street, right when I get there. You've been walking around the same area, so obviously you'd see the same truck driving off, bro. Okay, but what about all these other perfectly synchronized cars? Do you have an explanation for those? What about this white truck that's turning right at a gang stalker spot? What about this truck that's turning right there? Right there. Perfectly aligned with it. Right there. Perfectly aligned with it. Right there.